Hello everyone and welcome to Upwell and Onwards, and I really gotta check the angles before filming sometimes, but it's a bit late at night and I wanted to get this review done as quick as possible. Now, unlike most, this one is gonna jump the gun a bit in the lineup. Okay, and here it is. A Grizzly V1 tank. I saw Sam's Trains do a review of the V3 in LNER green, which is post-war livery, if I may add, in case he's watching. But yeah, like the Grizzly Pacifics, the early ones, the A1 class, the V1s were reboilered into V3s, which gave them more power. And they're quite impressive suburban tanks. Now, I admit, he had quite an old box, an old Bachmann box, but I think when it comes to age, I got him beat on that. Because instead of the slip on the inside, information's on the flap here. Now, quite a fair bits there, but you can pause and read it if you like. As I said, it's a bit late at night. I want to get this over and done with. Now, this model I got second-hand online, but as you can see by the stamp on the blown-up diagram, it is supplied by Britannia Models in Christchurch, New Zealand. Just in case any of the UK viewers are watching this, because there's actually a Christchurch there as well. Now, a very nice blown-up diagram. And this was back when there were only 3 versions of this tank, which it says here on the slip. The code on it. So we have 2 V1s with the BR Chris and 1 V3 with the LNR. And Sam, I think he got well, I actually just had to explain it. He got the green one. Some people are always lucky. But yes, here's the tank. As you can see, I got it out of the box already. And we'll just place the box behind this pile here. Now, just bring the logo up here. And I must add, it is quite heavy. Look at that World Shops valve gear. Beautiful lining. And although Sam did not like the lining on the LNR version, I think this British Railways version is actually quite a lot nicer. Nice riveting. There are the drain cocks. Sadly, not unlike his one, the buffers are not sprung. They're quite solid. And the couplers, well, they're removable. The couplers are removable if you take the buggy off as well. One thing I like is, though, the front pony truck here also has pickups, as these little bits here indicate. So we got 8-wheel pickup, because I don't know if these ones pick up or not. Probably not. We got some nice glazing, as well as a fitted crew. Driver on one end, fireman on the other. Yeah, I know it's upside down to do it, but yeah. Pretty nicely done. This is the classic original style bunker. For Sam's Trains, which I'll put the video in the, well, I'll link to the video in the description below. He has the French style bunker version. I got the original Grizzly design version. Which I think the French style one was done was because the crew had trouble seeing when the train was going in reverse. Now, we'll just put this on here, and as you can see, it is quite a fair bit of a wheelbase. I mean, it is a bit long. It is a bit long. Now, we'll just get it going in reverse at first, then see how it goes in the back. Now, unlike the one Sam has, my one actually runs nice and smooth. I mean, you can hear the motor in a bit of a click. I think that's the valve gear. because I actually had to rebuild it on one side at one point. Now let's get it forwards. Right, beautiful. Now, as for running, I figure run it around the layout, maybe a lap or two, then hook it up to a train of Suburban coaches, just to see how it does. Alright, let's see how it goes. Alright, very nice indeed. Now, I'll just put the camera back in the jig here. There we go. Okay, there we go. Now, I'll just get the coaches on the track. But before I do, gotta try and remember where I put that railer I had lying around. Never lose your railer, otherwise you're in a heap of trouble. Okay, now as for the coaches, I'll just back the tank up until it's pretty much within shot. Yeah, a little close, but that'll do. Now, though this is a Grizzly design, and they were replaced by Thompson L1s, I thought it would be a bit ironic to run it behind some Hornby Thompson Suburban, because they are quite nice, and I did get them quite cheap. And to keep the Suburban theme, I also have these old Graham Farish coaches. Yes, they are in LMS livery, but they are so nice and they roll so nicely. I can't really say no to not running them. Firstly, I'd like to point out I actually got 3 of these, and that includes a brake coach, for less than what it would cost to buy one of these brand new. So in New Zealand, these are roughly about maybe 60 to 70 bucks. I got 3 of them for less than one of these. How good an offer is that? Now, I'll like to start with the end coach first, which will be, ironically, LMS 1. So just get on there. And yeah, the coupler really is a bit big on these old Graham Farishes, but I actually got these quite cheap as well from a local modeler. And I've actually had no issues with running them at all. I had to do some maintenance, that's about it. Okay, now let's just get these Thompsons on the track. Note, it's a medium-sized NEM coupler. I fitted it with these Thompson carriages with these medium-sized NEMs, so that way they would be able to fit behind my tank engine here. And also because there's a bit of slack in the coupling as well, and I don't mean just between the carriages, I mean in the one coach itself. You can feel slack in it. And that does not sit right with me. It really does not. It really does not sit right with me to have slack in the couplings of a coach before it's even hooked onto something. Might as well show these coaches as well. Very lovely lined. Sprung buffers. NAM couplers, as I said earlier. Metal wheels as well as a nice vac pipe on the front there. Looks pretty good. Okay, and one more to go. Just gotta take care of the packing first. Have it away sort of neat and tidy. And quite tightly closed some of these boxes. Here we go. And the last coach out is, of course, the brake coach. Have it set like that. Oh, one difference, look at that. Nice windows at the back, so if you want to feel silly with coaches like that, is you can have them running as a push-pull unit or something, which I would not do. Personally, I wouldn't, but everyone to their own, you know. Okay. Get the coaches in view and just bring the loco in the view. Now, you see, one of the things about these old Bachmanns is trying to keep the couplers in line is a bit of a bugger. Ah, bother. The screwdriver set? Well, should be. Should be once I fit a piece on it anyways. There we go. There's always some issues when coupling up different styles of rolling stock, because these Thompson coaches I think are post 2010, and this loco is probably just not that soon after the millennium. So yeah, it's not easy, but it works. Now let's just see. No trouble at all. Look at that. Now, I'd like to comment that the Thompson coaches are a bit squeaky in the axle boxes. I don't know what has caused it, but could be lack of running use, could be that the bearings need, well, if there are any bearings, need any oil, but yeah. Now, Suburban tanks, they did not always run smoke box first. So we'll just uncouple this slot and run the loco around the train and see how it does bunker first. Another issue with different age couplers. They're a pain in the backside to uncouple too, but I ain't gonna let that affect the results. I'd like to actually add that this V1, when going at full speed, may even be able to give my peppercorns a run for their money. Okay, here she is, nicely coupled up, can't really argue. Now then, I know I'm a bit slow on this one. Like I said, it's a bit late at night, want to get it done. And yeah, it's a bit of a bother because the controller is acting up a bit. I think I may have to get it checked out. But here we go. Now that part of my layout is actually a bit annoying because sometimes the stock derails, but doesn't here. Too much weight. Whoops. Whoa, hang on. A thought just occurred to me. Just put the camera back here. While we're on the subject of, there we go, suburban tanks. Thank you. While we're on the subject of suburban tank logos, I just remembered the Terriers, and as well as the O2s here, were made with suburban traffic in mind. So I've never really done a 5-coach load with this logo before, but let's give it a shot. Went in the right direction, I might add. It's smooth. Very smooth. Alright. But this is a review for the V1, not an O2. So the O2s were about a week ago, so there. Put this back on. Alright. But yeah, I'm actually happy with how it runs. So in conclusion, if you want a nice suburban tank, go for the Grizzly V1 or V3, depending on which one you're after, or get an L1. It all depends on what region you're modeling after. But yeah. And as I said earlier, I'll throw down a link in the description below. And before I sign off, I would like to thank those new subscribers to my channel. Thank you very much, fellas. I really appreciate it. So, with the V1 rocketing off, I say thank you, and... oh, bugger. There's always one hiccup when filming. They always act nice, then once you start filming, jeez. Alright, there's something for you to laugh at, YouTube. Okay, thank you, and good night.